Hey, everyone.
Hey, how you doing?
It's Delwin.
And it's Randy.
It's Tom.
And it's Rob.
Rob has to leave early tonight, so
because he's a baseball pro now.
He's given up. Now tell me, I want you to email newsletter
right.
at forestakechurch.org, and we want to vote. Maybe I'll put a poll up.
You should do that.
Constant Contact poll?
Yeah. I think so.
I think we're gonna try a poll. Look for a poll down there. If not, we're just gonna go by your email responses, and we'll include this in next month's edition.
Right. Exactly.
We're just wanting to vote. If you were Rob,
right,
and you had a chance,
or let's put it this way: if you were just sort of like an intelligent person.
Oh,
let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Not just
if
Rob.
that too.
I don't know how Rob is.
We're not. Yeah, I'd hate to judge Rob on the merits of that. But here we go. If you were here in the studio with us and we said, "Hey, you want to go to Waffle House and grab a waffle, maybe some
hash browns,
some juice, a little coffee, something." If you wanted to, or would you go play baseball? Now I know that there's a lot of Waffle House lovers out there, but tonight Rob's gonna leave here and he's gonna go
play
sweat.
baseball.
Deal with the bugs.
And try and hit a little ball with a bat.
Yeah. What position do you play, Rob?
Anywhere they need me to.
Anywhere.
Oh, so that's why he's going. He's their utility guy.
He's the utility guy.
Oh.
He plays everywhere. In fact, they only have 3 people on the team. He just runs around all over the place.
That's it. I'm gonna go play designated eater at Waffle House.
At Waffle House. That's it. So send us those emails.
Send us those emails. Send us those emails?
Yeah, those emails.
There's emails.
Yeah.
Easy speasy.
Newsletter
at forestakechurch.org. You got that, Rob?
Right down there.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back. It's another month. It is September now.
Wow.
And it is, well, it's early. What is it? It is the 3rd of September today, but you won't get this. So this is going to be after. It's going to be post Labor Day celebration. So you'll all, I was hoping to have it for Labor Day, but as you may have noticed.
It's a Labor Day holiday, though. You don't want to.
Well, that's true. But you may have noticed that very recently you had another edition of the Cadel.
Right.
Except it was the podcast.
The Cadel cast.
The Cadel cast. So
right.
if last month's newsletter you were kind of going, wait a minute, it used to be like this green and brown, different logo. Who are these weird people on the top? It's a different logo. That is the podcast. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a big orange logo that says SoundCloud. Click on that. It will take you to soundcloud.com on your computer, or
you have the app.
There are links in there for the app if you're in Google Play for Android, or the Apple Store or the App Store for Apple products. You can download the app and search for the Cadelcast, and you can take it with you in the car or in your earbuds.
Put it in your sound system, listen on your earbuds.
However you want to get that done. It is 30 minutes of goodness. This past month was episode 2, The Underdog No More, which focused on the David and Goliath story as researched by Malcolm Gladwell. That we listened to at the Catalyst Conference 2 years ago now.
2 years ago, wow. It's been 2
years.
Okay.
So we were back in the studio with the new audio equipment that we've been using here in the newsletter, and also with some new microphones for the podcast. Where we will be next month for all this.
We'll probably be right here.
Do you think so?
Yeah, we'll work on it. I mean, if we're not in this location, we'll be in a different spot on the campus. But
we'll be somewhere.
Yeah, we're in the process of getting set up to share this room with the Sabbath School class on weekends. So it's just a logistics issue, set up, tear down, that kind of stuff.
Somewhere. Yeah. We'll be here one way or the other.
Chances are this guy's going to go away, though.
Yeah, well, we don't use him anymore anyway.
We got to find storage for him. But it's a great prop.
It is a great prop. Yeah. It's one that doesn't work, but it works if we, never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
So, what is coming up? What are we doing right now? We are in, at the bridge. We're what? Are we still Relentless?
No, we just finished Relentless.
Okay.
And a series on leadership. Right. And then Bernie starts a new series, I think, in a couple weeks, called The Freeway.
Right. All right.
FreewayFLC.com is the address if we get a website going there.
Really?
Yes. And I think it has a small group component to it, not unlike what we do in the spring with the big kids in the church.
Cool.
Yeah. And
Bridge is growing up?
I guess so. The bridge is growing up. Awesome. Look at that, huh? And then Pastor Jeff has just started. I think he's in like about week 3 of his series on Daniel.
Oh, that's right.
Called The End is Certain.
Well, speaking of the bridge growing up, I believe where did I read that? That's in here somewhere.
Anniversary.
Oh, it's coming up.
So.
Well, you will have already at this point enjoyed the 1-year anniversary, which is happening in 2 days from now, which will be a week in arrears when you get this nearly. When you get this in your inbox.
So that's this Sabbath.
It's this Sabbath, the 5th. So you will have enjoyed, if you went. Now this might be sour grapes afterwards, but if you missed it, I hear tell that you will have missed a cupcake reception.
Wow.
So
we don't have those very often.
No, I know we don't. And not, so if you didn't come, Well, then you missed cupcake reception.
Yep.
Because the bridge is a year old, so they are in fact growing up.
Yeah, they are. 1 year old.
There you go.
Next Sabbath, the 5th.
What else?
Oh, let's see. What else? Well, we're coming into fall.
October.
Fall's all kinds of stuff.
That's still fall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's still fall.
That's fall.
Some
places, not in Florida, but
well,
we don't.
That's already
We don't do fall until January.
That's pre-winter.
And that's like 3 weeks, and then it's spring.
I noticed Lisa Baker.
We don't do winter.
Who does our Northern Exposure column? Who's
Okay.
already in my inbox, ready to be included in there. She posted a picture today that I noticed, which it is again September the 3rd. I said,
yes,
of a tree outside of her house that is already orange and red.
Is it okay?
Well,
is it
apparently the temperatures in Michigan are already starting to
What's
drop.
wrong with that
I
tree?
don't know. It doesn't. If that happened here,
the only time we see orange trees here is when they're about to die.
We've cut a few of those down.
Well, I mean the ones with oranges on them, but I mean orange colored
trees, right?
Exactly.
Yes, or leaves, as it were. I guess the tree probably isn't orange,
Yeah.
but anyway. So it is fall is coming, and I don't know how many tickets are left. I believe they may have a few because I know this will be the first time since 2007 that I'm not going.
Oh, yeah?
But the Catalyst Conference in Atlanta, Georgia, Bernie is taking a contingency of people.
Right.
If you are interested or want to know more about that, just email Pastor Bernie.
That would be Anderson at forestlakechurch.org.
And he will get you up to
Rob didn't see that one coming.
No, he didn't. I
can see him scrambling back there.
And more in October.
Yeah.
October 14th and 15th. This one you definitely don't want to miss.
Yeah.
This is for everybody. This is for friends, family, neighbors. Yep. This is All Sons and Daughters Concert and Worship Conference, 7:30 p.m. in the Forest Lake Academy gym. Last time it was
over in the gym. It was in the church last time.
Yeah.
Now it's over in the gym at the Academy campus.
And
All Sons and Daughters. That'll be good.
And Upper Youth Center?
That's worship.
Oh, the conference at the youth center. Oh, okay. So for tickets, you can go. There's a link.
There's a link on the church website.
You tell them about that link.
That's forestlakechurch.org.
That is it.
Down on the right-hand side, near the bottom, there's a couple places for tickets. One is for All Sons and Daughters.
That's it.
And the other one is
for
another event.
I'm gonna let you.
Coming up here. What's the date on that event?
That is
the 15th. See, that's also in October. On the 15th,
same weekend.
16th, same weekend, right? Is an event coming and a person as well.
Yep.
Craig Gross will be here to speak from xxchurch.com, and then on Sunday we'll have an event called Porn and Pancakes.
And that's in the Upper Youth Center.
It's a discussion about the internet, sexual morality, and current issues in that realm.
Keeping your kids safe.
Yep.
Last year we did the after attending. I didn't bring Ellie along. She was 8 at the time, and that was something we learned was if you're not having the conversation by 8, possibly 9, chances are someone else is having that conversation with it, whether that be friends, peers, or somebody else.
Right.
So Heather did Heather got the sex talk,
and
I got the porn talk, and we got that out of the way, and we still have conversations at dinner once in a while when it's like. What did you just say? But that's good. That's good
because being a parent.
She has a confidence in that we're looking out for her, and that she's informed about what sex is and what it isn't, and what pornography is and what it is not. Right. And so, I'm so happy that we attended that event and did that. And Craig is a great speaker.
Is he? I haven't heard him speak yet.
He will be speaking at the Bridge that Sabbath on October 15th, I believe that. No, that's got to be the 16th. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's Sabbath is the 16th. He'll be speaking at the Bridge, so 10 o'clock. You want to be there. Last time he spoke, it was a great sermon. And of course, and that just kind of builds on top of what he's going to talk about.
Right. And that'll be streamed, of course, as well.
That's true. Yeah. So if you miss it, you can always go back to the archives. Where would someone go for the archives anyway?
ForestLakeChurch.org.
No way.
Yeah,
really?
There is. There's a link on the right-hand side that says archives. Yeah,
it is aptly named?
Yes, it's called archives.
It's almost like you want people to
Sermon
find it.
archives, in fact, to be exact.
I guess if you want someone to find it,
it's
okay.
there.
Well, don't blame me when people start logging on.
Yeah. Oh, no, not that. Never.
November 14th. See, we're all about Bernie today.
Yes,
Bernie's our favorite.
Bernie's got a lot of stuff going on. What's that, Pack the Forest?
That is Pack the Forest Hunger Project.
Pack the Forest. That'll be over at the Academy Gym as well.
It is. 3 to 5 p.m. You don't want to miss that. Put in your calendar November 14th.
That's a good event.
This will, of course, all be down lower in the newsletter in the What's Coming section, so don't miss it there. But... And, of course, all links and all that kind of stuff will be there. But you don't want to miss that. That's been probably, I think, one of our, other than maybe the music people that have come, like All Sons and Daughters and some of the others, I think that's probably been the most attended
It's been
event.
probably most attended, and I would say probably the most cross-generational, multi-generational.
Yeah.
I mean, you got everything from little kids to older people, all working together on this, and it's a great opportunity.
And I believe you'll find information about that because I'm sure that soon we'll start talking about
they'll start getting
fundraising.
Because we'll have to have fundraising for it, and then also people will have to sign up because there's only a certain number of spaces available.
Right. I think that was last year. How many spaces did we have? Was there 300 total?
Something like that. And we maxed it out.
But it went quick and it went early, so I would be in touch. If you know that you've got
that link isn't up yet. So
no, right. That's not up. But I would bet if you emailed Pastor Bernie and said, "Listen, I want to jump in early on this and I want to reserve a spot," I will bet you that Pastor Bernie will do that for you.
And what's his email address again?
Rob?
B. Anderson.
It's on the lower third.
Oh, there you go. He's already there. I was
There's
just
that
waiting
man.
for
It's a good thing we got peeps.
I know. And see, we got all kinds of time before he's got to leave. We're good to go.
Yeah, right.
December 12th, and we were really going out here, but we want to get you prepared for what's coming up. The Christmas special at the Bridge.
Yeah.
So, there's all kinds of, around here, how many churches could you go to with a Christmas program?
Yeah.
From...
And there'll be one for the other services as well.
Of course.
The Bridge has one at second, of course, because that's when the Bridge is. But first and third, there'll be a Thanksgiving Festival Sabbath, and there'll be a Christmas Festival Sabbath. And
Are they serving cupcakes, though? That's what I want to know.
no.
See?
Well, they might be to the choir member. No, never mind.
But that's in the choir. No, don't go. Don't go to the choir room. There's nothing there for you.
There's nothing there for you. No, forget it.
And then something else to put on the schedule, and this one you might want to talk to Delwin about, is, and this is one that, gosh golly, if I could go, I want to go.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go every year. And this year, maybe because I'm not going to Catalyst this year.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, right.
Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to have vacation, but I don't know. If I do, I'm going. February 14th and the 16th, that's next year. That's the one project in Seattle. I've always wanted to go to Seattle. And I want to go for other reasons as well. Yeah. But, Seattle is famous for something that I really, really love. So I want to go there for that.
I think the Seahawks will be in the playoffs.
Oh.
They should be in the playoffs. They were last time I was there. In fact, the flag was hanging over the hotel.
Okay, so in other news...
I know that's why you want to go.
Yeah, exactly. The Seahawks. Oh, man. I didn't see that one coming. High five. All right.
And there's a lot of other great things there, too, like the salmon. Oh, the salmon is good.
Yeah?
Smoked salmon.
Well, who can't use a little fresh fish?
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
I think throwing them right over your head.
Fisherman's Wharf is as close as I've ever come to that. Pier 39 and
yeah, well, they have the
Francisco.
same thing there at Pike Street Market.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, big bunch of fish.
Yeah.
Stands. Yeah.
And then next year, this is a whole year out, but gosh golly, this was Occupy with Sam Lenore. If you went this year,
that's coming up.
That was fabulous. So it's June. I know that's a ways out there, but just know that because it was well attended both online and in person.
Right.
And Ellie again. I'm just gonna keep going with Ellie stories. She's
Why
like,
you're familiar.
She's like, Dad. It was VBS,
right?
Which she goes to OJA, so that was at Florida Hospital Church.
Right.
Don't listen to that. I know. But Florida Hospital Church, she's like, Dad, I really want to go be with my friends. We're singing. You get to sing at the end of VBS, right? Okay. And she's like, but Sam is speaking for church, and she's like at the Bridge, and she's like, she's like, Sam kind of talks in a way that kids can understand.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk like way out there for like big people. He talks that kids can understand.
Right.
And she went and told him that afterwards.
That's a pretty good endorsement.
That's what I said. And so she went up and told him that, and he looked at me and I'm like, no, she's being serious. I mean, and he's like, that's amazing. I'm like, there you go. So don't miss Sam.
And if this will help you any,
Sam
will be speaking at the One Project. Almost certain of it.
Get out.
Just saying.
Oh, see, I could go for that. Sam had it was a great Occupy. That was a great week.
Yeah,
it was a great week.
So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So not that you're going to remember from this edition, but just the fact that hey, this was successful and it's going to be happening again. Want you to know about that. And then actually next year, there's a Kenya African Collegiate Young Adult Mission trip that's going to be led out by Pastor Bernie.
Yeah,
he's going to be leaving in October to do a pre-trip.
Like July or something, right?
It is in June. End of June 22nd to July 4th.
Right.
Again, if you've been thinking to yourself, I'm really up for a mission trip, and hey, Cecil the lion really ticked me off. I think I'd like to go. And
I don't think he was in Kenya, but okay.
Well, but maybe Cecil's descendants are living there. And you want to go check it out and just say some good prayers over the lions of Africa. Something, I don't know. Where did I come up with?
You're really stretching.
I'm stretching on that
Okay, just
one.
get to the stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, but that's not. If you think you want to go on a trip, it might be good to talk to Bernie.
And if you really do, you might want to contact Bernie about that. and then start planning financially.
Because the sooner you get in, the easier it's going to be to do that.
Yeah, those trips are not.
Because really, think about it.
So
June isn't
you
that far away.
Plan ahead for that.
Because
yeah.
you're right around the corner from October.
Yeah.
Then you start planning Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then New Year's. You finally take a break, and then it's February, and you're like, oh, I got a couple months to do this.
Yeah, that's right. So get on it.
Get on it now. That's good.
B. Anderson, ForestLakeChurch.org.
This is the Bernie Anderson Show. Thank you for joining us this week.
Sorry we couldn't get Bernie here.
I know, we should have. We should have
talked about everything
Bernie.
else Bernie,
I know.
so it's all Bernie all the time.
What else? I think that is it. We did have, again, wanted you to encourage you to go back through. I'm going to post a link to the podcast again. It'll be in the link below. Right. So if you haven't listened to it yet, and it usually, as we sent out the first one last year, it did take everyone a couple weeks to kind of go, what was that again? Mm-hmm. So I know we're just getting back into it, but go back and listen to that, and then give us your feedback on that as well. And
anything else?
I think, as far as I know, anything else coming up that we have to do?
Well, like I mentioned already, the festival Sabbaths and so forth. When we kick into fall, winter, Christmas time, everything just goes. There's all kinds of events. There's concerts. There are all kinds of events going on.
Well, and double check everything. Yeah, double check everything below here because, again, we're over a week before this actually gets launched, and so that's just what we had to tell you today. If there's anything else that comes from staff or anybody else, other ministries, it'll all be downstairs from the video.
Downstairs below.
Downstairs of the video for upcoming events, and then always check the ongoing events because those are just ongoing ministries that happen every week or every month, however often they happen, but they're always there.
All kinds of stuff.
And check in with those to see if there's anything you might be interested. As always, if you need to reach us, it's a newsletter at ForestLakeChurch.org. And if you happen to be on the tweets, you can catch us at Forest Lake Cadel. Right. Also, we're new on Periscope.
Ooh,
you're going, Periscope? What's Periscope? You ask?
You on a submarine?
Well, it's kind of like that. You just kind of pop up. And it's like, hey, they're broadcasting. It's a broadcasting live app that is in the App Store and on Google Play as well. This is going to be beyond the point, but you can go back. They will be archiving them. The podcast will be periscoping a week after we release each one of our podcasts for a Q&A session directly with those that have listened to it. So again, it's just going to be live, and you can't talk to us except on your screen. You type, we talk, but we can answer your questions, we can take your comments and your feedback, and so we'd like to find that to be a conversation that will follow up on what we discussed, and then if you have any other feedback, we can take it then as well. So we're going to be hanging out at numerous spots. We're going to be hanging out at Florida Hospital. When you look at this email, you'll see that down below. You'll find it, and we were at Florida Hospital tomorrow night, and we're going to be at the Credo Coffee House that is on the campus there. And they've got the Wi-Fi is strong there.
Yes, it is.
And so we will be broadcasting from there for as long, if anyone logs in, and for as long as anyone's logged in. So we're hoping to make that something that's going to come up in the future as well. We might even look at doing it here at the newsletter if we can incorporate that some way. And you'll find us there as well at Forest Lake Cadel, of course, on Facebook at facebook.com/thecadel and Instagram.com/thecadel.
So much social media.
So much, but we're in a little bit of everything. But
we're all over.
For the people tomorrow night, that's the only way they're going to find out is the fact that we mentioned it in the newsletter, but other than that, no one else is going to know.
Yep,
so we're using the social media.
Using the interwebs.
What language is that speaking? Social media.
Talking too fast.
Too fast.
That's what that is.
Okay, I think
all right,
that's it.
So anything else? That's what
my stomach is grumbling. I am so hungry. I'm ready for some Waffle House. Rob's going to go run around the bases on an empty stomach.
Or pitch. I don't. Maybe catch and pitch.
Maybe he's coaching tonight.
Yeah, who could be doing all that stuff?
He can bark. Maybe he can be the No, he says no.
It's the utility dude. Hopefully they give him a utility belt.
So it's only going to be the three amigos tonight: Tom, Delwin, and Randy. So for all of us here at the newsletter, appreciate you stopping by, and we'll catch you in October when fall will be just a couple of weeks away. Hoorah!
In Florida?
Well, November. The weather is beautiful.
Oh, there you go.
We're just a couple of days
so close.
away. So close.
All right.
Until next time.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.